2024 Toyota Grand Highlander. In case you're drawn to the Toyota Highlander SUV, but feel that it isn't very enormous sufficient for your family, the 2024 Fantastic Highlander may be the reply you're trying to find. It gains its fantastic naming tradition not for its fashion, highlights, or luxury appointments, but since it's an extended form of the current Highlander. The Fantastic Highlander offers more space for individuals and cargo interior its prolonged body, with most of the extend planning to an ample third push. 3 powertrains are advertised, beginning with a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder. 2 diverse half-breed powertrains are moreover advertised, counting a 362 horsepower variation called Hybrid Max. A have driver assistance highlights is standard, and the Fantastic Highlander is advertised as it were an upscale XLE, restricted, and platinum trims, so maybe it could be a bit more stupendous in that way after all. Given its wide lineup, large insides, and value-packed highlights list, the Grand Highlander was a natural addition to our 2024 10 Best Trucks and SUVs list. 3 distinctive powertrains are advertised within the Grand Highlander, counting 2 shared with the normal Highlander show. The standard setup may be a 265 horsepower turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder with either front or all-wheel drive and an 8-speed program transmission. The Fantastic Highlander crossover employs the same cross-breed powertrain as the Highlander half-breed, which combines a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and 2 electric engines to create a combined 245 drive. The top-spec advertising will incorporate the half-breed Max powertrain that sets the turbocharged 2.4-liter with an electric engine for a net 362 drive and 400 pound-feet of torque. In our testing, the non-hybrid Grand Highlander hit 60 miles per hour in 7.0 seconds, but the Hybrid Max demonstrated much speedier, completing the same test in 5.6 seconds. Both powertrains make the Fantastic Highlander a faster mountain to move than the V6-powered Honda Pilot. Whereas the terrific Highlander won't raise a driver's beat on a twisty street, it does serve its reason well. And other than a directing wheel with a too light feel, it's pleasantly set up for errand running, kid toting, and street stumbling. The most extreme pulling control for the Toyota Terrific Highlander shifts between 3,500 pounds for the 245 horsepower crossover demonstrate and 5,000 pounds for 265 horsepower turbocharged 2.4-liter inline-4. This applies to both FWD and AWD models, and 362 horsepower Hybrid Max adaptations. The Littler Highlander show has the same max trailering of 5,000 pounds for its gas powertrain, but that drops to 3,500 pounds for the Highlander crossover. The terrific Highlander's quality matches the max towing capacity of comparative 3-row SUVs, such as the Honda Pilot and the Kia Telluride, and a few CX-90 models, but doesn't come near to the Evade Durango's 8,700-pound restraint. The terrific Highlander comes by the terrific portion of its title, truly, with a roomier cabin than the standard Highlander show. The third push of seats benefits most from the Fantastic Highlander's bigger measure and gloats sufficient space for completely developed grown-ups. The Fantastic Highlander's inside styling is diverse as well, counting a more symmetrical dashboard plan. The XLE is the terrific Highlander's entry-level demonstrate, and it comes with bounty of comfort highlights that family buyers will appreciate, counting a power-operated liftgate, warmed front seats, second-row window shades, and a host of USB and control outlets all through the cabin. When prepared with a second-row seat situate, there's space for 8 travelers, but those looking for a 7-seat course of action will be able to swap that seat out for captain's chairs. The cost of the 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander begins at $44,465 and goes up to $59,520 depending on the trim and choices. As it were, 3 trims are advertised on the terrific Highlander, so those trusting for a cheap L or LE trim won't discover those alternatives on the list. The entry-level trim is the XLE, a assignment regularly given to mid-range Toyota models. We think it's the one to go with, because it comes well prepared with highlights such as power-adjustable warmed front seats, a 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen, a remote smartphone charging cushion, a power-operated liftgate, and a suite of driver assistance highlights.